Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps is the show that you're currently watching. It's about to start with his amazing guests, and they gonna tell you how to survive out in the apocalypse. This way you won't be dead if anything was to attack humanity and try to end it. So now you gotta show up with your ears and your eyes and watch the show. It's Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the show. That's what the show is. We didn't lie to you in the introduction. And by we, I, of course, mean me and my wonderful band leader, Dr. Ron Rabenak, brother of Dr. John. Oh, we already got folks up in the chat, which is amazing. Super Dating Simulator says hi. To them, I say hi. Young woman says something. I think that's a cool cat, to which I say, cool cat. Andy Parada 1 says it's happening, to which I say true fact. The Super Dating Simulator also says, I think we especially need tips right now, which actually is the perfect segue into something I wanted to talk about before we get started on the show. Because, bump the mic. Everybody knows the show here, or you don't know if you've never been here before. Oop, Fernando. Fernando says yes, to which I say yes. Okay, so everybody knows what happened yesterday. Yeah, the country got invaded by terrorists that are a bunch of fucking asshole white people that many would probably associate with doomsday preppers, to which I gotta say, this show takes a strongly anti-being a terrorist on American soil stance. Honestly, anti-being a terrorist anywhere, if we're being honest. And I don't want to make light of anything that happened yesterday, but I don't want to go through a show without mentioning it, because that's crazy. The world is in turmoil, especially here on American soil, and we ain't gonna be part of it. Instead, we're gonna do what we always do, which is try to figure out how he's all gonna survive apocalypses. And you might be wondering, who this guy? Why I listen to that guy about he doesn't even seem to know how to speak English. Well, I do. I know how to speak English, just sometimes I get carried away by my own words into a weird sounding thing that doesn't make sense. Look, that's not the point, though. The point is, I used to, long before there was any COVIDs up in the air, trying to eat our whole brains one at a time, one cell, one neuron, one at a time. COVIDs like to eat very slow. I was a guy who would go around to various open mic situations and give lectures about how he's going to survive an apocalypse, because I am the world's only accredited doomsday prep lecturer, accredited by the Louisiana State University Football Tigers, not by the actual university, just by the football team. That's not the point. The point is, we doing it. And you can trust me because of all that stuff I said. Now, we got more stuff in this chat. Fernando says white terrorist bros. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, they're the worst. All terrorists are bad, but they're bad, This guy's English is solid. Oh, thank you, Andy. Super Dating says, I don't know. Singing. Nice. Thank you. AC Improv says, you, to which I say, yo. All right. Look, every show we talk about potential apocalypses, and this show is no different. User Carlitos Way asks, how would you survive an apocalypse wherein there's a problem with all the sewage getting up through your toilets? Great question. Now, what I would say is, if you got toilets that have sewage that can back up, make sure you clean that on a regular basis, because you don't want to risk having your sewage come up inside your house. Okay, that's my advice. Good, proper plumbing maintenance. Okay, realistically, poop's not going to try to take over the world. So just clean your pipes. Okay, user Joyce from Oakland says, what about if all the trees, man, and so I used to always ask questions about what if the trees was trying to take over, but Joyce from Oakland also has a similar question, which is amazing. What if all the trees decided that their leaves would be better off sharp and threw them at us? Great question. That is why I always walk around with one of those metal umbrellas from... Now, I haven't seen any movies because the only thing I watch on TV is LSU Football Tigers, but I know that there was a movie where that happened. So just like that. Okay, another apocalypse that I'm not just thinking of right now and definitely was asked. Oh, user at Blake Griffin _basketball wants to know, what if all tall people are eradicated? Well, okay, Blake, first of all, You're pretty good, man. I don't watch basketball very often, and in fact, ever, because the only thing I watch is LSU football Tigers. But I have heard that you're pretty good, Blake Griffin _basketball. I'm guessing it's you. And also, like first of all, if any people is eradicated, that's a problem, And how do we define tall? Because if it's like over 8 foot, then we're not losing anybody. But if it's over 7 foot, then that's a tragedy. I would say to avoid this, make sure that anytime you're near somebody with a glint of evil in their eye, just stoop so that you walk at under 5 foot. Okay, that's all well and good. Now, obviously, we also talk about what's going on in the world, because one time I was asked, "Hey, do you know what day your show comes out?" And I told them I don't. It comes out during the times of the week that I exist, which wasn't a sufficient answer for most people. It was sufficient for my producer and publicist as reported on Instagram, but it's not sufficient for most people. So what I've been doing is talking about what day it is and saying what that day is like in Louisiana. Today is, of course, January 7th, which January 7th is the Day of the Dead, not Dia de los Muertos. That's obviously in October, and that's a Mexican thing. But not even Mexican. I think it's like Spanish heritage. I don't know. I don't know enough to speak on that. But what I do know is in Louisiana, January 7th is the Day of the Dead, which is just a day where you remember that people can die. Okay, so in New Orleans, obviously what that means is everybody plays Mozart's Sonata No. 7, the saddest one of all, in the streets all at once. And it's a cacophony, and it's hard to go to sleep during the day in New Orleans on January 7th, but that's okay. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to remember the fact that you could die. Let's see. Also, okay, in Baton Rouge, what we do for Day of the Dead, January 7th, that's the day. It's a real thing. Don't Google it. Is we spend a lot of time making sure that all the gators know we're not scared of them. Okay? We look into a gator's eyes and say, "You could kill me, but not if I don't want to be dead." And that usually works. We do have a lot of casualties on January 7th in Baton Rouge. Also, let's see, where else is there? What's another place in Shreveport, Louisiana? In Shreveport, they do a lot of fishing. That's just true all year round. They don't really respect Day of the Dead. Okay, let's get to the rest of the show, which is obviously the most important part, where we talk to a bunch of guests and we have a very good time. Young woman says November 1, bro, which that's when Dia de los Muertos is. Thank you very much, young woman. Appreciate you being here as always. God, I wish I knew who you really were. Live, laugh, love, you also say, which thanks. I'd like to. Fernando says they have a powerful radio signal in Shreveport that inspired Don Henley. That's true. Don Henley wrote the song, that one about the American pies, because he was listening to the radio from Shreveport that was talking about how great the pies in Shreveport are, which is actually surprisingly connected to the fishing that they do, because all pie in Shreveport is fish pie. Okay, we got guests that we got to get to, and I got to stop getting derailed, all right? Because I want to get to them. Coming up way later in the show, we are going to talk to Chaulmers Madagascar, the artist, poet, and musician. I can't wait. I know he brought some musical instrument of some kind, so we're going to have a little bit of music at the end of the show. I'm very excited about it. Before that, we are going to talk to my publicist, Ezra's dad's friend, Ultimo Maximo, which normally my guests come off my email list, so there's like people who are specifically interested in how they're going to survive apocalypses and or spreading the word about how to survive apocalypses. This guy, I don't know. My publicist dad said he wanted to get on the show, and my publicist does what his dad wants. But before that, right now, in fact, we're going to talk to Connecticut's own Katie Delvecchio, who right before we went live, she told me she just broke up with her boyfriend, which, hey, we'll talk about that. Katie, welcome to the show.
Hi, Lester. Thank you so much for squeezing me on last minute. I'm so glad Ezra picked up my phone call and got me on the show right away, because right now is a big time for me.
Yeah, absolutely. He does good work as a publicist, making sure the show comes together last minute like that. I really appreciate it from him, and I appreciate you being here. So, now's a tough time for you, huh?
I just broke up with my boyfriend, Lester. Within the hour, I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Oh, within the hour? Oh, man. When I heard I figured it was like last week and now you were over it. But no.
It was just like I just broke up with him. We were at Chaulmers
Oh, Elmer's the restaurant?
The bar, the only bar.
Oh, where? So you're from where?
I'm from Central Connecticut. I'm pretty
Central
sure it's the only bar in Connecticut. It's the only one I know of.
Oh, really? Okay. I assume Connecticut has more than one bar. But so you were okay. So you were out at a bar, even though there's COVID's up in the air, trying to get in through your bar sleeves. What?
Yes, I was up there, even though of COVID. So I was going through. So my boyfriend. Okay, I'll back up. He went to the bathroom. I opened his phone. I'm looking through his text messages. He had dirty texts with a number that was not saved in his phone.
Uh-oh.
And he came back and I said, "Who are these dirty texts from? Who is this? Who is this?" And he said, "Nobody. What are you talking about? There's nothing there." And I'm like, I'm looking at it. I can see them. They're there. Like, I'm not blind. He tried to gaslight me into thinking there was nothing there. And so I said, "I'm going to call this number if you don't tell me who. 3, 2, 1. And he said, "Alexandria Leuenberger."
Alexandria Leuenberger. I don't know who that is. Do you?
My mind was blown. Alexandria Leuenberger is my 4th cousin.
Whoa. Oh man. So whoa. Okay. So this is like interfamilial cheating that he's doing.
Yes. And I didn't know that Alexandria Leuenberger was my 4th cousin until we made out at a party. And I went home. There were pictures posted online. And my grandmother called me and she was like, "Did you know that girl is your 4th cousin?"
Oh, your grandma saw pictures of you kissing your 4th cousin?
Yes.
Whoa, man, that's enough to have to talk about, in therapy or on this show. But on top of that, then she goes and makes out with your own boyfriend. It's like, what kind of kissing cousins are you?
I know, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, he knows that she's the cousin that I kissed by accident and pictures were posted online.
Yeah.
And was dirty texting with her anyway. And I look up, Lester. I look up.
At him?
No, past him. I just look around. I just graze the bar. And who do I see?
Your grandma?
Alexandria Leuenberger.
Oh, no.
Who isn't even Italian. She's Swiss.
Okay. Are you Italian?
Yes, of course.
Oh, we hadn't covered that, so I wasn't sure. Okay.
It was obvious. I mean, we know each other. I mean, I've talked to you before.
Yeah. It didn't come up. Yeah. I guess I could have assumed, but I try not to do that. Now, okay. So
I didn't even meet anyone who wasn't Italian until I was like 11 or 12.
Oh yeah, Central Connecticut has a lot of Italian folks in it, huh?
Yes.
Okay, well that's great. But so Andrea Leuenberger, then she snuck in as a Swiss person and got in there on your boyfriend.
Yeah. Yes, and I was going to confront her, but instead I decided, you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to confront her. I'm just going to dump his ass and let all the other boys in the bar buy me shots, which is exactly what happened. I got so much attention.
well, I guess that's a silver lining, but I mean, I imagine that having to break up your boyfriend because he made out with your cousin and she was even there in the room at the time, that's gotta weigh heavy on a person's soul.
I mean, look at me, Ezra. I'm a mess. I mean, Lester, I'm a mess. I haven't cried this much since my grandmother died.
Yeah, well, a lot of my guests, when they get emotional, they call me Ezra for some reason. I'm so sorry to hear that. I gotta say though, Katie, I mean, I couldn't have told you that you were looking like you were upset until you told me that. I had no idea. You look great.
I look like I've been crying for 4 days and I've only been crying for an hour. I'm still crying right now.
You are? There's no water coming out your eye.
What do you mean?
There's not even a single water coming out your eye.
Oh.
Are you?
I'm not crying then.
Yeah, you seem totally you seem mad, which is like, I don't mean to tell you how you're feeling because that's only you know. But at the same time, it's like you seem more mad than sad, which to me means like maybe this dude wasn't for you anyway.
Maybe he wasn't, Lester, and maybe I don't even know how to feel sad. Who knows? This is for me, this is very sad.
Oh wow. Well, then I won't tell you that it's not sad because that's how you feel. How you feel is valid. But let me ask. You didn't make a scene in the bar, did you?
Oh, did I make a scene? And something I forgot to mention is I was at my best friend's bridal, what is it called? A bachelorette party.
Bachelorette party, yeah.
My best friend's bachelorette bride squad. I was the squad.
You were the whole squad?
Yes, and my boyfriend just had the audacity to dirty text my cousin, and I discovered it at my best friend's bachelorette party. And
oh my God.
The dumping, Lester, was so loud. I think everybody in the whole room could fucking hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds like, based on talking to you now and the few times that we have before, I think for sure the whole bar could hear it. I mean, you are the kind of person who throws your passion behind your words in a way that makes everybody know how passionate you are about them.
Exactly, Lester. And and you would not even believe the attention I was getting. I was like, oh my God, like Benny fucking Curran walks up to me and gives me a shot. And I'm like, Benny, no, I don't need a shot. I just broke up with my boyfriend. And Benny was like, no, here's a shot. Come on, you just broke up with your boyfriend. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll take the shot, Benny. Jesus Christ, oh my God.
I gotta ask though, just because I didn't know Andrea Leuenberger and I don't know Benny Curran, is he also your cousin?
No, Benny Curran is not my cousin, but he did date two of my cousins. But it was
really?
a long time ago, so it's okay now. Like, if I wanted to make out with Benny, I probably could. My cousins would be fine with that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, would you be fine with it? I mean, you're just out of a relationship. Some people like to take time.
Well, you know what, Lester? This is why I wanted to come on your show. I'm looking for a new boyfriend, or at least somebody to hang out with. So, like, I'm hoping that somebody will at least see me on your show and ask me out on a date, or maybe he'll come crawling back. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, you're trying to get him to call you back?
No, crawl back. I want him to crawl, and then I want to send him crawling the other way. Push his little butt.
Well, you know, listen, I don't mean to be too forward here, but I just went on some weird dates with a Christmas tree, and they weren't that satisfying. And I'm thinking, like, you know,
okay. Lester, I'm flattered, but like, I need a guy who will leave his bunker.
Oh, damn, that again, man. So many women have so many like these like ridiculous requirements of their men that they leave their bunker. I don't look, you know what? You get what you want. I hope you get what you want. For me, I need a woman who's totally cool with me never leaving the bunker again.
Okay, well, that is, I mean, Lester, I hope you find that. I really do. I just, that girl is not me, you know? Like, I've never even been on a train. And you want me to
really
train down to Louisiana in COVID and come into your bunker?
I never said any of that. No, I would want you to stay inside your bunker and then we'd communicate online.
Oh, so you just want like an online relationship? I mean, maybe I could do that. I don't know.
Oh, have you ever done that before?
No.
How long were you with your boyfriend? You haven't even said his name, which I don't think it doesn't matter. We don't have to say it, but
no.
Yeah. How long were you with him?
3.5 months.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense why what you feel. What's your longest relationship, Katie?
We're just about to downplay this. That was my longest relationship.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to downplay or take away from your feelings. I just that makes sense to me. Like, I was married for 30 odd years and just got divorced, and that was like, I think that was true sadness for me. I'll say that.
God.
Yeah.
I cannot even imagine that. Like 30 something years. Did you have kids?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we got one. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Lester. I mean, here I am rambling on about my relationship when you obviously have way bigger problems than me.
No. This was way back on Thanksgiving. I'm cool. I don't mean to make this about me. I definitely want to hear about yours.
Well, I don't want to be this to be a one-way street, Lester. Like I
don't want it to be like about me. I want it to be, you know,
like we're friends, Lester.
Yeah. We cool. Yeah. Speaking of friends, friend of the show, Waddles Barkley, says all of Central Connecticut heard it, which I assume means the breakup with you at Chaulmers. Waddles Barkley lives in Connecticut, in fact.
Oh my God! Hi, Waddles. Wait, were you at Elmer's?
Elmer's, that's the one, not Chaulmers. That's a different thing. Waddles says Alexandria. Oh, Waddles knows Alexandria. Uh-oh.
Holy
Waddles,
shit.
you better tell us everything you know about Alexandria.
Yeah, please. And if you could give her a message, that would be great.
What's the message?
I haven't thought of it yet.
Okay.
What did you say to Alexandria if you and me? Like,
okay, yeah. Now, somebody who like just made me have to break up with a person I love because they were like sending them dirty messages. I would probably say to them, hey, I just want you to know you've gone ahead and made my life more difficult. That sucks.
Okay. All right. I want the guy in the chat to tell Alexandria, you have made my life harder than it needs to be. A, by making out with me at that party. And my grandma, your
great aunt, probably.
Great aunt, C, and then everybody, A, that's how I came out to my family, and B, now she's just sending dirty texts with my boyfriend.
Okay, well, yeah, Waddles, I hope that you take you up on that. Andy Parada 1 suggests that you tell her an angry poem.
Good idea. Let's write a poem. Okay. Dear Alexandria, I hate your stinking guts. You make me vomit. Love alfalfa. I mean, love Katie Delvecchio.
Wow. And that is what poetry is, if you ask me. A simple, short, 2-line poem that just gets it all out there and also gets your own name wrong. I think that's important. And I think that you made your point so clear to her that she could never, in any sense of the word, misunderstand.
Yes.
Yeah. Although I do have to say, Andy Parada 1 says that's just a letter.
Okay, fine. And it may be from the Little Rascals, where I got it from. But
really? Oh, that's what alfalfa meant?
Listen, I'm not a poet, and I heard you have a poet coming on the show, so maybe he can help me write a poem.
That's a great idea. Yeah, when we get to the poet on the show, maybe we'll ask him for help. Wallace Barkley says, I would say she disappointed all of Connecticut.
She disappointed all of Connecticut? All of Connecticut.
Yeah. She's a disappointment, or she disappointed Connecticut. Either way would work. And you know what? I think I got to agree.
Yes, not me, Katie. Alexandria.
That's right.
All of Connecticut.
That's right.
It's okay, Waddles.
Well, listen, Katie. I mean, I'm so glad that you're here and that you can process this with me and with my future guests. So and we'll have that poet come on later and maybe help you out writing a poem. Are you cool with sticking around while we talk to some other guests?
I would love to, Lester.
Well, fantastic. Before we get to them, we do have a question coming to me through my publicist as a party on Instagram from this user on Instagram named Keteel, Teel, who, I'm looking at her picture and I'm thinking like, she looks like you, but like if you was just like slightly more interested in wearing more clothes.
More clothes, less makeup, probably.
That sounds exactly right. Yeah, that's you. Do you know her?
No, I would love to meet her. Maybe she's my long lost twin. I've never done 23andMe. Maybe we're related.
Oh wow, maybe Don't go kissing her now. Well, she wants to know. I want to build a treehouse for my sons, but I've never built anything, not even a birdhouse. Where do I begin? Okay. Well, let me take this question first, and then I'll see what you think, Katie. In my opinion, the place to start with building a birdhouse, especially if you've never built anything before, not even a birdhouse. Oh, I'm sorry, a treehouse, and you've never even built a birdhouse. I would say number one place to start would be wood. What do you think, Katie?
I think that's a great place to start. Wood, YouTube, nails, hammer. You're probably fine. Oh, and something to cut the wood.
Oh, yeah. For that, I do recommend a saw rather than an axe because you want to have a straight cut, not just like random chops.
No, you don't want random chops. Not when you're making a tree house.
That's right. Okay, well, great. Well, now we're going to talk to my publicist at Ezra Partiers, Dad's friend, Ultimo Maximo, who frankly, I don't know anything about. I'm very excited to do it, though. Welcome to the show, Ultimo Maximo.
Oh, my God. What year is it? I just woke up from a coma. You look vaguely familiar. Oh, my God. Is it 1992? Is Bush still president? Did we win the election?
None of the Bushes are president anymore. No, Ultimo.
There was more than one Bush president?
Yeah. The son got the job.
Was it Jeb? Oh, please tell me it was Jeb.
No, it was George W.
George W., the alcoholic, coke addict, Texas Rangers owner?
That's the one. Yeah, he was president.
Oh, please tell me he was a one-termer.
Oh man, the worst news. He got a second term, even though he started what could arguably be called a world war.
Oh my God, are you serious? Oh no. Well, Bush won. He got the 2 terms right.
The Bush one only got the one, man.
What? Oh my God. Who
so sorry.
Bush? Who beat Bush? Who was president when I was in the coma?
Well, it started with Bill Clinton.
Oh my God, the rapist guy from Arkansas who did it in hell?
That's
oh my
one,
God, no.
Yeah, he even continued his wily ways inside of the White House, got in trouble for it.
You mean he had extramarital affairs in the Oval Office?
Yeah, I do. I sure do. He even got a little bit of his body on a dress that got famous. Now, but that's not what we're here to talk about. You
Oh
know,
my God, you mean
after him, what? Go ahead.
What do you mean his body? What, did he lose a finger? Oh my
No.
God, did they assassinate the president inside the Oval Office by cutting off their
nobody
fingers?
assassinated him. If anybody was stabbing anybody, he was stabbing her. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, the president committed homicide inside the Oval Office?
No. Not like.
Oh.
No,
like
it was
fluid from his,
Oh my God, the president peed on somebody?
no. Well, not that president, but later. There's a
Oh.
later president who.
Oh my
probably
God, there's a
did.
president that peed on somebody?
Yeah, hopefully not for very much longer. At least not for another 13 days, but possibly less. Hopefully.
Oh my God, you mean there's a pissing president inside the office right now?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
his hair, you might recognize him
God.
just because your hair and his hair are almost the same. It's Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, the racist, rapist landowner? Oh
Yeah.
my God, why are so many rapists becoming president?
Well, that's kind of been a thing in America for a long time. Racist, rapist, landlord.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You got me there. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise.
Well,
that's-
but it's surprising because it's
tradition.
2020, and I don't know when you went to sleep in your coma. I don't know.
1992.
92. Oh, okay, yeah. So I imagine you probably
November
was about
2nd, 1992, a few days before the election.
Oh, wow. Well, Ultimo Maximo, I mean, I'm so glad you're back awake. That's so exciting.
Well,
Congratulations.
I don't know if I've been recently. Whenever I wake up, whenever I go back to sleep, I'm actually in a parallel universe fighting monsters and dragons. I create portals. My name in that world is called the Nexus.
Whoa, what?
That was a lot to unpack, Lester. Wow.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a lot to unpack, and I still feel like we have a lot to fill you in on. But okay.
Oh my God, please fill me in on stuff. Please, I need to know. I need to know that my coma was worth it. That what happened out here was so bad that it was good to be in there.
Well, when you say worth it, that makes me think like you went into the coma on purpose in order to make a better future. Is that true?
No, I was in the New Jersey. I was coming down the turnpike, and next thing I know, that I was in this world fighting monsters and beasts. So I think something happened. I was in a car accident. I was driving my Oldsmobile, and something bad happened. And now I'm here, and now my Oldsmobile's gone. And I don't know. People just wake me up to be on shows. Lester, people just wake me up to be on shows. What is this? This is the second time I've been awake in almost 30 years, and it's to be on a show.
Oh, wow. So wait, so like recently you got woken up to be on a show and then you went back into the coma?
Yes. The host made me go back into the coma, and honestly, it's been great. Oh my God.
Oh, really? Oh, wait. So I'm sorry. Are you?
Oh, it's all coming back to me. All these things that I said before. Oh, I'm remembering them. Oh, I forgot. Really? Oh man.
I don't know what that.
No one ever told me what 9/11 was. Oh.
Nobody told you what 9/11 was?
No.
Oh, it's not a better 7-Eleven. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, 7-Eleven. Are those still around?
Yeah, those are still around.
Oh my God. Okay, those are always good places. Those are always good places.
Still a free slushy day once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, they got rid of Slurpees and there's slushies now, like The Simpsons. Hey, what happened to that show? Did that show had a promise? Did it ever go big?
Yeah, man, that show's the longest running show in TV history. I've never seen an episode, but
that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh wow, and it's maintained its quality the whole time, huh?
Well, arguably yes, but some would say no.
Oh, you mean The Simpsons quality went down? Oh,
some would say that. Yeah, some would say that. I personally, the only thing I've ever watched on a TV is LSU Football Tigers, so I don't know for sure myself. But I don't know, Katie. What do you think? You watch The Simpsons?
No, honestly, I didn't even know it was still on. But I have a question: did the characters age at all?
Nope,
Weird.
not even one day.
Weird.
It's crazy because like seasons go by where like events seem to follow each other in a logical order, but at the end of the day, they never aged a day.
Nobody ages or changes their clothes.
I don't know about changing clothes because again, I haven't seen it, but I don't think so.
Wait a minute, you mean I'm not 25 anymore?
Oh no, but if you went to
1992
in 92, then that would mean that 28 years have passed, which would mean that if you was 25 then you would be 53 right now.
Oh my God, I'm 53 years old. I never had a family. No. Oh my God! I'm still in my bachelor years. What's going on here?
Ultimo, I'm so sorry to hear this, but I'm so curious about this dragon world that you're living in. Are you a hero there? You said you are.
Yes, I'm a hero. There's parallel versions of everyone I knew in this world, in that world, and that's when the wizards of the Wizard World in Live revealed to me that is an alternative world. That when I fall asleep, I enter that world because I can't exist in both of them because I'm one of those rare beings that there only exists one of them for each world, kind of like the Purple Man or like the Molecular Man. Do you remember him?
I don't know who that is. No.
That's okay. That's okay. Why am I here? What can I do for you, Lester? Every minute I'm in here, that's another minute I'm not there, and people are dying there every second.
Well, gosh, I mean, yeah. If you are somebody who is necessary there, and you are and there is real, then I mean, you probably should go back there. But before you do, Andy Parada one in the chat wants me to tell you about Space Jam, and I feel like I got to.
Oh my God! Did we finally colonize Mars? And there's Space Jam, a type of goodie. That must mean there must be space bread and space toasters and space homes.
Nope.
Oh my God! Did we finally? Did Delta finally launch a rocket to Mars? Wow, this is amazing.
They did that? No. Space Jam is a. Go ahead, Katie.
It's less about real space and more about Michael Jordan in space with cartoons, with Bugs Bunny and Lola Rabbit. And they play basketball. Is that it, Lester?
Lola Rabbit is that a female Bugs Bunny that we're supposed to assume he has a sexual relationship with?
Yeah. How did you know that?
Oh my God! So cartoon bunnies are having sex on television? What happened to this country?
Well, you never actually see it, but it's certainly implied. Yeah.
And the coolest thing was that Michael Jordan was like in the middle of training for the NBA when he was shooting this movie. So they built a whole giant basketball stadium just for him to practice when he was not on set.
Oh my God, Michael Jordan! You mean the three-time basketball winner? He must have been great. He must have gone on and won on the 94 to 95 and then 95 to 96 seasons, right? I can make that guess, right? Don't tell me some other.
I think that's true. I only ever watched.
Are you sure? Could you search this internet? I've heard of so much to confirm it for me, please.
You heard of the internet? Okay, good. I guess they must have told you about that on Wizworld Live. Yeah, let's find out.
We have a parallel version.
Michael Jordan
in my world called a stream.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do they have Wikipedia on there?
Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's like a web. It's like an encyclopedia, but online.
Oh, we call it the Central Mind over there.
Ooh, I like that. And how do you look something up on the Central Mind?
Oh, well, you just close your eyes and go inside the Central Mind. It's like a big library.
Oh my God, they are so much more evolved than us, Lester. I want to go.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. I would love to fall asleep for a little while, get in there, but I don't love the concept of leaving this world behind. You know, but I did find out. Speaking of leaving this world behind, I found out stats about Michael Jordan, who left this world behind in the movie Space Jam.
Oh my God, did he die filming Space Jam?
No.
Left the world behind.
I don't mean that. I just mean he went to space.
No.
He went to space.
Michael Jordan's dead.
No, Michael Jordan is not dead. He's not dead. He's still alive. There's even a second one.
He left the world in Space Jam. Oh my God! Is Michael Jordan Jesus? Oh, is this a metaphor? Was he kidnapped by aliens? Has he come back yet? Oh my God! Is it the reckoning? Oh my God! Did we finally elect a conservative president that the religious right wanted because they thought he would initiate the apocalypse? Oh my God! Is this why I'm here? Oh my God! I'm too late. Am I?
If that's all true, then yes, you're too late. But we are about to get rid of the guy.
Oh my God! Okay, all right.
But possibly more importantly, possibly less importantly, Michael Jordan led the Bulls to 6 NBA championships from 91 to 98. The Bulls won 3 straight NBA championships from 91 to 93, and 3 more from 96 to 98. So in 94 and 95, they lost.
Oh my!
And that's when he wasn't playing, right, Lester? He was like off doing baseball or something.
I thought he did baseball later in the 90s.
Maybe.
Michael Jordan played baseball? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
And then guess what? He didn't even finish his career in the NBA with the Bulls. He finished it up with the Washington Wizards.
No.
Oh my God, he's a wizard now? Is he a warlock? Does he know magic? Is magic an official thing? I thought we kept the lid on that. Oh my God, is Magic Johnson a wizard? Is he a warlock?
Well, I mean, he's managed to survive a deadly virus for a long time, but I don't think he's a warlock.
Oh my God, is it deadly?
More likely a warlock than Michael Jordan. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I think that's true, especially if you watch the way that they play. I mean, I've never seen a basketball game in my life, but that's what I would hear. But Ultimo, I mean, I'm so curious, of all the things you've said so far, the thing that strikes me as the most interesting is, how are you friends with my publicist Ezra's dad?
Well, Ezra's dad and I went to college together.
Oh, okay.
There you have it.
Yeah, thanks.
What? I'm sorry. I know my life is fantastical.
No,
but it wasn't like that before. I was just a normal person. I want to go back to my mundane life, but I'm too deep here now. This is my destiny, Lester, and I'm sorry. Okay, I just keep getting woken up to do these shows. All right.
I don't have anything to apologize for. I was legitimately
Who's
curious.
Kim Kardashian?
Oh, that's a mystery. Nobody knows. Well, wait, no, you don't even know about OJ. Oh God.
OJ the orange juice? Oh my God. Kanye?
Or Kanye. Oh my God. There's so much to fill you in on. Oh man, not living through 28 years of human existence makes it really tough to know what's happened.
Oh my God, Cheers is still on though, right? Just tell me Cheers.
No, but Ted Danson won't go anywhere. We can't get him off the air.
Oh my God, is Ted Danson immortal? Oh my God, you can't get him off there. Do you mean he's taking over TV? Have all the networks been consolidated into one network and he's in charge of all of them like a fascist? Oh my God, is America a fascist TV run network now? Oh my God, what happened? We were trying to fight that. Oh.
Well, okay, none of those things is quite true, but also all of those things are like kind of true.
Oh my God, no.
This is tough. AC Improv wants to know, do you have the context of the golden era of the Bulls?
Oh my God, the golden era of the Bulls. This was a secret document we had inside the Bush administration.
Wait, you worked in the Bush administration?
I was, yes. Someone once, a conservative president would take over and he would initiate the golden era bull protocols where Israel would begin the end of the world, and we tried hard to work against that. Oh my God, it happened. What's happening? No, I failed.
I don't know if it's happening. Israel's not being like great politically right now because they're not treating Palestinians very well, but they're not like taking over or anything also.
Oh, okay. All right, the mark of the beast hasn't risen. All right.
No, we haven't seen the mark of the beast anywhere. Is the mark of the beast a golden bull?
Well, no, the folder is called the era of the golden bulls, and it refers to the plan to elect a very conservative president who will initiate the apocalypse. And because your show is called Apocalypse Tips, I thought that your show would be centered around a millenarian event.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. My show is about warning about apocalypses. This is just one I didn't know about. I mean, this is incredible inside information from somebody. You worked in the George H.W. Bush administration?
Yes. All right, Lester, I had to tell you something that you might have never known, but Ezra's father and I, we met in college so that we could work in the CIA.
Whoa. Y'all were in the CIA at age 25? That's amazing.
No, 18 out of college. I went
18 out of college? I
went to accelerated high school and I graduated college at 18.
Whoa.
I was supposed to be somebody. But
man, I knew Ezra's dad was smart because he always talks about how he thinks he's disappointing his father by doing what he does instead of something smarter. But I didn't realize he was CIA at 18 smart.
Yeah, Ezra's father has killed people.
Damn, Paul Parder, a murderer. Wow. Well, I guess not murderer.
Oh my God, how did you know they call him Paul Parder or the murderer?
I just said his name and then the thing you said he did.
That was his code name, Paul Parder, the murderer.
Whoa, that's not a very clandestine code name.
The truth was in the lie. The truth was in the lie. That's what Bush told us every day. The truth was in the lie. The truth is in the lie.
So, I mean, do you have anything that you know of from working in the George H.W. Bush administration that could help America deal with what happened yesterday, which I know I said I wouldn't address directly too much on the show, but I do have to bring up now because you have this knowledge where a bunch of rioters broke into the Capitol building and actually, now that I think about it, one guy dressed up kind of like Beast did sit on the vice president's seat for a while.
Oh no!
That's not the mark of the beast isn't the QAnon shaman, is it?
Oh, the QAnon shaman. We have them over here in this world, and what we do is that we kill them by sticking a cattle prod up their anus and then putting it to the max level.
Whoa!
It's the only way to kill them. And there's so many of them here. They're trying to corrupt this world.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What we need to do? We need to like put a cattle prod up of Q's ass.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Do it now before they corrupt your world even further.
Wow. I mean, I got to say, this is like, I think every episode of Apocalypse Tips is really, really, really useful and good. But this one has like concrete advice about how to solve a real problem that is occurring in America right now, which thank you so much for that, Ultimo Maximo.
Violence has become a way of life for me over there, but I was supposed to be at the State Department afterwards. I was supposed to be a diplomat. I was supposed to run for president myself one day, but now I'm just a lawyer untethered to any home world. I'm like Mad Max. Is Mel Gibson still cool?
No.
Oh my God, no. I'm going back. I'm sorry. I'm opening up a portal.
Oh, okay. Ultimo Maximo. Wow. Well, thank you so much for being here. You can, I know you want to leave, but if you want to stick around and hang out and talk to my next guest, you're welcome to. It's up to you.
I gotta go to another adventure. Goodbye.
Okay, bye, Ultimo.
Oh my God, Lester, I thought I have problems. Those are some problems, real world problems, and other world problems.
Other world problem, this world problems. I mean, that was so informative. I never had a chance to ask any of the questions folks asked in the chat, and I'm not going to go back over them because they wouldn't apply to. I couldn't answer them without Ultimo Maximo here.
Right.
But I do want to say I have a question coming to me through my publicist at Ezra Partier from a guy whose name is at Fernando Funes on Instagram. And yeah, looking at him, I mean, Ultimo, I can't see him directly right now because he's not on the screen, but he looks a lot like if Ultimo maybe just like got a little more rest than Guy in coma, like restful sleep rather than coma sleep,
Yes.
Anyway, Fernando wants to know what's the greatest mental health tip you've gotten? Ooh, okay, I'll take this first, and then I would have Ultimo Maximo take it, but he's not here, so I'll have you. In my opinion, the number one greatest mental health tip I've ever gotten is, hey, don't be too hard on yourself. What about you, Katie?
So my therapist told me that when I'm about to go into a jealous rage, to take out a little vial of lavender oil and sniff it, and then I will start associating calmness with this smell. And so whenever I start to rage, I just smell it.
Whoa, that's fantastic advice.
Yeah.
Has that been working for you? Did you try sniffing lavender when you was at the bar about to yell at your boyfriend for the cheating?
No, because I lost it. I bought it. I went to a special shop, bought it, and then lost it.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
So it's in an old purse somewhere, probably.
Yeah, I hope you find it because that sounds very useful. But I also hope that you find space in your heart to love this next guest, who is, God, I mean, his name says it all, Chaulmers, Madagascar. But he also has things that he told me that he is, which is artist, poet, and musician. Chaulmers, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Oh, hello.
Hi. That sounded nice. What is that, a banjo?
Yes, it's believe it or not, it's actually a banjo made of S.S. Stewart in 1901 Stewart banjo. Believe it or not, it's apparently belongs to me.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Where did you get it?
Oh, it was on the stand in my room. And then before that, it was in Civil War time. So but more recently than that, this was found inside of a Honda Civic at the tow yard. That I was out there doing some poems about decrepit objects, and I crawled into a Civic and found a collection of banjo
of old instruments of a collection of just the one banjo.
Yeah, one per. It's like my mother always says, "You're the only collection I need."
Oh, that's so nice of her.
Yeah, because we didn't have any belongings.
Oh, I see.
That is so sweet. Your mother sounds incredible.
Oh, she's a wonderful woman and an even more wonderful gambler and bowler.
A gambler and what?
Bowler. It's a game.
Bowler.
Apparently, it's a game that you play at the. You go out to you hop inside of a car, whatever type of car you're apparently going to be driving in there. You're actually going to drive that car into the bowling alley. Apparently, I've never been, but you drive it into the bowling alley. You'll park it inside of there, and then you're going to throw some heavy balls into some little whites.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got the gist of it. Yeah.
And apparently it's easy, and there's turkeys, and apparently there's a collection of turkeys. If you get 3 of them, the guy behind the shoe counter apparently is going to come up to you, and he'll give you a slap on the back end, and he's going to say, "No one's ever made that many turkeys here tonight. But if you come over to my house afterwards, I'll give you." I'll give you a
wow. That's I mean, it started out sounding like close to the truth, and then it sounded like something specific that happened to you.
I've only ever heard about them from my mother and from personal experience. So
is that how your mother? What your mother says happens when she doesn't come home till late after bowling?
She says, "When I don't come late at night, know that I'm at the bowling alley. The man is slapping me on my caboose, and he's telling me that you'll be the daddy." And he did become my daddy for about 7 months, and then eventually the bowling alley dad left, and now it's just me and mom and pawn shop dad, who's not as kind.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But so I'm sorry. So you haven't left the house?
Oh no, I leave the house constantly.
Okay. Just you haven't been to bowling.
Yeah, I was scrounging around a tow yard to find this banjo just the other day.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like, from what you've told me about yourself prior to getting on the show, you are an artist, a poet, a musician. So it sounds like you've come a long way from being, somebody without a lot of belongings back in the day with your mom.
Oh yeah, and that's because the greatest it's like my mother always says, the greatest collection of them all are the poems that you have in your heart.
Wow.
And the poems that I have in my heart, I hear everywhere. I've at this point, I've written over 200 dozen.
Oh my gosh.
And so
over 200 dozen, that's like at least 1,200.
You do the math.
It's like 20.
I can't.
It's like 2,800.
Do the math.
I think, okay, so it's 2 times 12. Oh, it's 24, 2,000, 4,000. 2,000 is what it is.
2,000 is correct. We got a big winner. 2,000 is correct. And apparently you hear 2,000, that old number. And then, you hear these poems everywhere you go. You walk around and you hear poems and you write them down. So at this point, I've written a poem about literally everything.
Oh my God, really? Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's perfect because we actually, Katie was just in a situation that she wanted to get a poem to write a poem about. Would you be interested in helping Katie write a poem?
Yeah, is it about Katie or what? Katie, what's it about? It's
sort of about me, but my boyfriend cheated on me, at least with dirty text messages, with my 4th cousin, who I made out with once. Didn't know she was my cousin. That's how I found out.
Oh, I actually have wrote a poem about this that you are more than welcome to use.
Yes, please.
Wow.
What was her name again?
Alexandria Leuenberger.
I'll have to change the name, but it'll still work.
Okay.
Great.
Dear Alexandria, you have cheated on me once again. And not only in the sacred vows of our love, you've also cheated on me in the sacred game of bowling. The turkeys keep squaggling and the man keeps spraying the shoe scents into the holes of shoes so that they won't smell foul for me and you to share a kiss, perhaps. Dearest Alexandria, you could be my new mom. So I don't know if that applies or not, but I'm pretty sure it does.
I mean, it was from the heart, and that's part of what being a good poem is.
That spoke to me, Chaulmers. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Katie. Everything speaks to me. I mean, you name the thing, and there's a poem about it in my.
Okay, well, I'm a person who really believes that everybody should be down in the bunkers trying to survive any kind of apocalypses that might come. Do you have any poems about bunkers?
Oh, Bunker Baby. It's a beautiful one.
I'd love to hear it.
Bunker Baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a squawky bird. And if that squawking bird don't sing, then you're gonna know it's a turkey. and a turkey's 3 strikes. So,
Wow.
most of my poetry, I'll have to admit, I did write when my older father was living with us. A lot of it was inspired by bowling.
I was gonna say I try not to do too much armchair psychiatry from the bunker down here, but I do think like it seems like maybe you hung up on your mom's ex-boyfriend in a way that maybe you should talk through because you might want to work over it.
It's a didgeridoo.
That's awesome. That's so cool. You have a didgeridoo. Is that something? You got didgeridoo.
It's hard to have
Didgeridoo.
Yeah, ever since those collections started, they haven't stopped. If you know what I mean.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
I think so. Ever since you started collecting didgeridoos, you haven't stopped.
And you do 3 of them because 3, as we know, you get 3 strikes. What's that called?
That's called turkey.
There we go. Read it and weep.
Wow.
Or a hat trick in soccer.
What was that?
Or a hat trick in soccer.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's when you get 3 goals, right? That's like 3 goals.
No, soccer.
Oh, it's football.
Oh,
but the European one, the one from England.
I actually have an English poem about that one. I wrote it using an English accent. And, it actually. Football comes from the Middle Ages. Football. You're not going to get new sneakers on that type of bowling gear. And there's only one type of man. And he's going to come up and give you a slap on the backside and say, congratulations, Chaulmers. We're going to share a hug and we're going to share a life together. England.
Wow, Chaulmers. Wow.
It started stronger than it finished, to tell you the truth.
Well, that happens sometimes with art, I've found, But it seems like it's awesome that you're making so much art. I am we're coming up near the end of the show, but I do want to know, how is your how is your relationship with your new stepdad?
Well, to tell you the truth, his name is, I call him Pond Daddy, but you may know him as his name. He goes more formally as. Have you ever seen the show Pawn Stars?
I haven't. The only show I've ever seen on TV is the LSU Football Tigers, but I might know the name just from cultural references.
Chumlee?
No, I don't know.
Chumlee from the show Pawn Stars. If you Google search it, you can find a photo of him.
Okay.
But he's my new dad, and he got arrested for pit bull fighting and methamphetamines.
Oh my God.
And he lost about 200 pounds between season 7 and season 8. And
Well, that's good for him.
apparently he's my new dad, and apparently he's actually he's the one. I knew about poems, I knew about music, but he's the one who taught me about films.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's actually true. And so now I know about every single film that's ever been made, including Star Wars, and also only Star Wars as well.
Oh, only Star Wars. Okay, well
Apparently,
that's amazing. Like I said, we're closing on the end here, but I do, now that we know you're getting along okay with Chumlee, it sounds like
like Chum Bucket.
Yeah, Chumlee. Yeah.
Oh,
did I say something else?
Apparently.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm curious. Go ahead, Katie.
Almost one question. How old are you, honey?
Me, I'll be about 32 in about -7 years.
Okay.
So 39.
39. Okay.
Yeah. Well, apparently I do
a lot of
math
on the show there, Chaulmers, which that's fun.
When you spend a lot of time looking at those pins, everything is numbers. You're just looking at them and going haiku, 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 sonnet. You know what I mean?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Classic numbers, haiku, and sonnet. I am curious though. I mean, have you ever had thoughts of like maybe like striking out on your own and trying to find your own way without your mama?
Oh, Yeah, and I've tried it a couple of times, and it went a little something like this. 2 days since I've seen you, mother, and on the horizon there's nothing but naught. Naught in the heart, unbeknownst to me, is nothing but dark. Deep blue void, deep dew sonnet. The dripping of wetness from my mind knows not this, but I do know that I love you, mother. And that's a turkey call.
Yeah. Wow, Chaulmers, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm almost reluctant to do this because I'd rather hear another beautiful poem, but we do have to get to the end of the show here, which is but before we do, I have a question coming to me from @Andres Parada Comedy on Instagram, who looking at Andres Parada Comedy, kind of looks like you without the hair, glasses, or headphones. Yeah, interesting.
Oh, apparently.
Well, Andres wants to know, what is the best encounter you've ever had with a complete stranger? And I think I'm just going to ask you this question. What's the best interaction you've ever had with a complete stranger?
If you ever been to the Orange Julius at the Foothills Mall, there was a man in there who became my dad first, before bowling alley dad. And he was pretty good dad for a couple of years there.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you had that experience for a couple of years.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a guy who I've never seen in a movie because I was in a movie, but I know him to be kind of a crazy person.
Oh, really? Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Because he raised me, and I'm nothing but sweet and regular.
That's one of those is certainly true. The other, I think, could be true.
And then the third thing will be an oddball thing that you throw to make the laugh.
Two things. Chaulmers, I gotta ask you: is there anything that you'd like to point people to on the internet, or any last words of advice you have for my listeners here?
Yes, please go to Andres Parada Comedy on YouTube, because there's apparently a documentary that was made about me turning food into instruments, and apparently it's very intelligent.
I've seen that, and I thought, wow, that's very intelligent.
Yeah.
Katie.
Wow.
Is there anything you'd like people to find on the internet, or anything you'd like our listeners to know before we go?
Not really, Lester. I'm just really in a tailspin right now. So if you could just send me, DM me people who you think I might like to go on dates, or Chaulmers. I don't know if it's date.
Job taken.
Oh,
apparently I'll do it.
Apparently, that's.
Oh, guess I'll do it and not wind up killing myself, I guess. Oh well.
What? Wow, don't do that. Wow. Well, I love making love connections on the show, and I hope that this one proves fruitful. You both have the types of differences from other people that might work for the two of you with each other.
Yeah, who knows?
Which I think is the most diplomatic way I've ever said anything. Now, I will say that for me, I'm going to tell y'all to check out my publicist at Ezra Party on Instagram, at Ezra Parter on Twitter, or check out me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, at Lester Pipps. Ezra's is on TikTok sometimes too, at Ezra Parter there as well. More importantly, though, y'all, if you're here right now watching this show, that means you're doing it on the Pack Theater Twitch, and you should stick around because we got a great slate of shows tonight. The next one up is Play Cousins Improv, which is very fun. I mean, AC Improv was here in the chat saying woo, and AC Improv is in fact Play Cousins Improv also, which, I mean, that's crazy. So I would say stick around for that, and we're going to end the show the way we always do, which is immediately without any kinds of delay, because that was the show. Now we did it. You know how to survive an apocalypse. If anything should go down, you'll be okay. And for that we say you're welcome. Also, we gotta say thank you to all these amazing guests. Find them on the internet, and then you'll never not know when they doing fun and stuff. And that's what the fun of the show is. Also to survive apocalypses. And hey, we hit both those nails on the head with one bird or something, I guess, like that. So anyway, I gotta say thank you to the Pack Theater. What? But yeah, thanks to them, and thanks for watching.